Chapter 2. The circle is sacred. Segregation, sovereignty, and the currency of us. They told us segregation was a curse. But what if, just what if, it was also a container? A circle, a cauldron, a crucible where something sacred could be forged before it got diluted by the outside world? Let's take it back. Greenwood, Rosewood, Nicodemus. These weren't just towns. They were temples. Living, breathing manifestations of what it looks like when black folks operate in full alignment with one another. Doctors, blacksmiths, bankers, root workers, midwives, seamstresses, and teachers, all circulating energy. All exchanging not just money, but value, dignity, and spiritual protection. See, in our culture, we know that circles ain't just shapes. They're spells. That's why we draw them in chalk, in salt, in flame. A circle marks sacred space. It's a barrier and a blessing. And what happened in those all-black towns? That was a financial circle, a cultural circle, a magical circle. And it was working. Money that touched black hands stayed in black hands. Energy that touched black souls stayed in black homes. That's power. That's protection. Now let me be clear. Segregation by force was oppression. But sovereignty by choice? That's strategy. That's conjure. That's how a people survive and then thrive. Integration gave us access. But at what cost? Did we gain seats at their table and abandon the ones our ancestors hand-carved under trees and shotgun houses? 1. The power of circulation. Money as spirit. In Hoodoo, we know that anything that doesn't move, dies. Water that sits stagnates. Spirits left unacknowledged turn restless. The same is true for money. When we circulate our dollars within our community, we're not just keeping businesses alive, we're moving energy, feeding ancestral purpose, and reinforcing the spiritual grid that protects us. Every time you buy from a black-owned business, you are adding to the shield. Every time you invest in your neighbor's dream instead of a stranger's brand, you're doing root work. 2. Infrastructure is magic. 2. They want us to believe that the only magic is in the ritual, but the elders knew better. A school is a spell. A grocery store is a protection charm. A black-owned bank is an ancestral altar where the energy of trust and investment is multiplied. Don't let them fool you. Infrastructure isn't neutral. It either supports you or drains you. When we build our own systems, we decide what energy gets stored, shared, and circulated. 3. Separation is not abandonment. Choosing to build within your community doesn't mean turning your back on others. It means turning toward yourself. It means honoring your people, your values, your vision. It's the same as when the root worker draws the circle, not to shut others out, but to keep power in. Sometimes, to grow the strongest roots, the tree must be left alone to dig deep without being disturbed. So say this with me 3 times. The circle is sacred. The energy is ours. We are the infrastructure. It's time we stop asking for inclusion and start invoking sovereignty. Greenwood wasn't a myth. Rosewood wasn't a dream. They were blueprints. And now it's our time to build again. But this time, with intention, protection, and power passed down through blood and bone.